Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Lyssa. Today I have another delicious recipe for you guys. I'm going to be showing y'all how I make my Philly cheesesteak roll-ups. So this recipe is extremely easy. All you're going to need is some onion and bell pepper. As y'all know, you can put as much of any of these as you would like. And you also don't have to slice or dice them this way. You can cut it up however you like. Mushrooms, butter. You're gonna need some Worcestershire sauce. I broke my bottle, but it's there. You're gonna need some Italian blend, mozzarella, or like provolone cheese, but just make sure you get some white cheese. You will need steakums. If you do find like actual shaved steak slices, you can use that too, but I couldn't, so that's what I'm using. And lastly, you will need flour tortillas. Make sure that you get the taco size or fajita size because you don't want them to be too big. Per usual, we're going to start off with a little bit of oil in our skillet. I'm just going to put a little bit. And you want to make sure that you have your stove set to a medium-high heat. And I'm going to go ahead and put my bell pepper and onion in here. And this is like 3/4 a cup of each. Maybe a cup, I don't know. But we're going to fry this up. Break that up. Fry this up. And I'm going to put a little bit of Cajun seasoning. If you don't have Cajun seasoning, you can just use seasoning salt or regular salt. Doesn't matter. Just put a little salt on there. And onions have been fried up, and now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add our mushrooms. You can put as much of these as you want. If you don't want mushrooms, don't add them. All right, y'all, so we're gonna fry these up, and then I'm gonna come back and show you the next step. So my mushrooms are done. We're gonna go ahead and push all of our peppers and everything to the side. And also, if anybody is interested in a blunt holding ring, they will be available in the description box. You can go ahead and add in our little steakum slices. So I mean, you can cook as much meat as you need, but just shake the meat off of there. I don't know why it's so stuck to the paper like this. I think it's probably better if you do it while it's still kind of frozen. Damn. Anyways, y'all, I'm going to get all this little meat off of here, and I'm going to come back and show you the next step. So I ended up putting about 1/3 of the pack. I guess for the steakum stuff, it's probably best if you do not defrost this completely, because it was hard for me to get them off the little papers. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of Cajun seasoning. And we're going to take our Worcestershire sauce, and I think this is like maybe a little more than a tablespoon. I'm going to just put that in there. And I'm going to just toss everything up like this. Be careful with this if you have it defrosted, because the meat is kind of crumbly. So yeah, we're just going to fry this up until all of our little steak is thoroughly cooked. And I'm going to come back and show you the next step. So as you can see, our meat is thoroughly cooked. I'm going to go ahead and take this out the skillet, and we're going to let it cool completely. So I went ahead and let my filling completely cool down. And I went ahead and took out my cheese and tortillas. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all how to roll up these little rolls. So I'm going to start with a little bit of cheese. And you want to pick one end. You can do this end or that end, but keep all your filling on one side. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the meat. And I mean, you can make these as big as you want, but I would suggest you don't overfill them, because then when it's cooking, you're going to have to worry about all that cheese falling out. So I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on top of everything, because I like my stuff cheesy. And then I just press it down a little bit. And we're going to pick up that one side and just roll it tightly. Roll it tightly, y'all. And then I'll just set it to the side. I'm going to do all of those, and then I'm going to come back and show you the next step. All right, y'all. So for our next step, I got my skillet on a medium heat, and I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of butter. A nice amount of butter. Seriously? Okay. So I'm going to melt that a little bit. And I ended up making 5 little Philly rolls. Lord, I made 5, but you could have made 6. I still got some meat left over, but I feel like 5 is enough for me. So what we're gonna do is take our rolls, seal side down, and just put them in the skillet, seal side down, y'all. And make sure, let me get a little butter right there. Make sure that your skillet is on a medium-low setting, because you do not want these to burn. We're going to cook these kind of slow. That way all the cheese is thoroughly melted. But yeah, so I'm going to cook this for about 20 seconds, and I'm going to come back and show you next step. About 20 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and flip these over. As you can see, it's got a nice little brownness to it. You want to make sure that you cook them seal side down first, so that way the little roll will stay together. When you toast it, it'll basically seal it closed. Hold on. So yeah, I'm gonna flip all these, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna toast this for about 15 or 20 seconds on this side. Ooh, that's hot. I'm gonna let that one cook a little longer. So it's been about 20 seconds, and I'm gonna go ahead and flip my roll on another side, either or. Whatever side ain't been toasted yet, that's what you want to flip it on. Uh-oh, that one getting a little dark. But yeah, so we just basically gonna toast this on all, I think, 4 sides, y'all. And then they gonna be done. So yeah, just make sure all 4 sides of your roll is toasted up for about 15 to 20 seconds on each side. Real quick, for anybody who wants to know what I'm gonna be dipping these rolls with, I got my food processor, and it has about 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. I'm gonna throw 2 garlic cloves in there, and I'm gonna put a little bit of black pepper. This is coarse ground. It makes a difference in the flavor for sure. So if you have coarse ground, get some of that. And I'm just gonna make a quick little garlic black pepper aioli. And we're just gonna blitz that around. Alright, y'all, so this is what we have for our sauce. I'm gonna put a little bit of Cajun seasoning in here. You can put a little bit of regular salt, but yeah, just to bring out the flavor. I'm gonna go ahead and cut one of these open for y'all. Here we go. Alright, y'all. So this is the end result of my Philly cheesesteak rolls. I'm gonna go ahead and taste one for y'all. Uh-oh, little cheese action. That's good, y'all. That's good. It tastes like look what, I got some pepper in the sauce. It tastes like a Philly cheesesteak, but a roll. Yep, that's good, y'all. That garlic sauce, yeah, I need to try that. But anyways, if you like Philly cheesesteaks, I suggest you try this recipe. It's very good. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode of Cooking with Lyssa.